Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. It's got to that time of year where I get caught out by half an hour at the end of the day. I had chores to do this morning. I had to pay the money into the post office from last Saturday's meeting. I had to get some more eggs for breakfasts and pick up my prescription, so I sort of did a round trip with the car. I don't need to get the car out that often, quite honestly, so I like to do everything all at once. Because of the messing about with the gates and everything, it becomes a bit of a chore. And of course, partway round my little journey, it started to rain, which meant when I got back I had to do the gates in the rain, so I've got a wet coat now. Anyway, I had a lazy day, and I kept thinking about doing a video, and I thought, I just haven't got anything to film. And then you realise there's stuff to film staring you in the face, you just haven't seen it, you're not looking properly. But this getting caught out by half an hour, it's the first time really that we've had an afternoon that's brightened up enough to have the effect. And the effect is that I'm sitting down watching the Olympics, thinking to myself, it's a nice bright afternoon. I suppose I ought to think about getting something to eat soon. Realising I should have got to that stage of thought half an hour ago. Because it's lighter in the evenings and it suddenly catches you out when you get a bright day after all the cloud and the rain and everything we've had. So yes, literally, tea time now will be in the daylight, not in total darkness, as it has been for quite a few months now. So the amount of daylight hours is really noticing now, so that's good stuff. I have also realised that this Sunday, if I choose to go, which I probably will, unless it's raining. I won't go in the rain because of loading the car, but it's the actual Bonsai Society meeting. Workshop this Sunday. Now, I didn't go in November because it conflicted with something else. They didn't have a meeting in December. January there was a talk that I wasn't interested in, so I haven't been able to go, for a long time, and I really ought to go to this one. I've got a couple of trees I want to get rid of, and I've got a tree that I've been sitting on. It's in a flower pot. It's not a true bonsai yet. It will be, but it isn't yet. And I'd like some help with it. I'd like some thoughts coming in from various directions to say what I ought to do with it. So if I make all those decisions myself, once you cut a branch off, it's gone. So it would be nice to have some second, third and fourth opinions. It could be quite a special bonsai. So now that's Sunday morning if I go, which still leaves me plenty of time to do the Sunday chat. So that's that. Yes, so believe it or not, it is now starting to get dark, so it's past my tea time. Well, past the time when I ought to be getting my tea, not necessarily eating it. So I'm going to take the camera down because it suddenly dawned on me, New Blooms opening is a video. Sometimes that's all there is, and that's all there is. Right, bit of wobbling around. And what we've got is Cymbidium tiger tail has opened. And this spike opened almost all at once. Now the plant itself has got other spikes coming on, some a bit squashed up together up there. Another little one here, one over here. So there's one buried down in there as well. So there's plenty more spikes to come, but it has recently opened, and the blooms actually darken a little bit. So the green element, the petals and the sepals, and deep down in the lip, which is also green, they tend to stay roughly that colour. but the delicate pink on this end of the lip does darken a little bit. So again, this is not shouting loud colours, this is subtle colours. A little Showgirl's finished blooming now. I took the spike off when I watered it the other day. So that's one finished blooming now. There's several that have finished blooming now. We've got Showgirl, that's finished blooming there. That one isn't going to bloom. That's actually a new growth, not a spike. So that one's going to miss a year. It's a very small division anyway. The Cymbidium copper is still hanging in there. It has dropped a bloom, but it's still hanging in there. It is going. I keep saying that, but it's still hanging in there. So I was going to cut the spike off of that, but I didn't. And then this one here, this is finished blooming. This is coming into growth. This has got lots of new growths now. There's another one behind it that's finished blooming. And then that one there, that big one in that shallower, wider pot, that was the yellow one that's been in bloom for ages. That's finished now. So I'm hoping that will come back into bloom soon. And then we've got the Jamie Red that's just a mass of blooms, basically. Absolute mass of blooms. So that one's done incredibly well. And we've got Cali Night, who's not far off opening. Now these blooms are almost black. Quite a few spikes on there as well, most of which have been staked. Strangely enough, the largest spike, this one, didn't need staking. It's quite upright. Whereas that other large one there did need a bit of help at the base just to stop it dangling down. But anyway, this has recently opened, so we've got Cymbidium tiger tail. So you can see I've been rearranging things because Jamie Red's got so many blooms on it. I've moved it away from the end here so that we could get the others visible. Otherwise there just isn't room. And I'm seriously thinking that, I think it's April. It's either April or May. April. The Orchid Society's got a Cymbidium event. And I'm seriously thinking about taking a couple of mine in and just selling them. A couple of the big ones. Simply because this is getting too much. And some of these that have filled their pot are going to have to be divided. So where there was one pot, there's going to be three. Where on earth am I going to put them? So something's got to go. Now I know it might seem daft as I've just done a video on it, but this one might well go because this would sell. Tiger tail, because subtle is the thing nowadays rather than big and blousy. People aren't quite so keen on that nowadays. But I'm going to have to make a decision. I can't keep them all. It's just too much. And we've got this one down here, what I thought had quite a few spikes, and in fact it's only got one. And again, if you look if you look at this one, this is tiger tail, a basic green colour with some delicate pink. Then if you look at this one, a delicate green colour without the delicate pink. So that's not such a good bloom, is it? So that one could go. I wouldn't miss it, let's put it that way. And the other spikes that I thought were coming are actually new growth, so that plant that's it. That's all it's going to do this year. So we might have to have a think and perhaps get rid of some of the bigger ones if somebody will take them. That's the problem. Anyway, it is really starting to get dark now, so oh, I know what we could have a look at. What we can finish on is the Nobly Prima Donna. It's opening up properly now, and this year, it's funny, the colours vary on this plant. It never remains constant. This year the yellow is a bit brighter and the pink tinges are quite prominent. They're not large, but they're a deeper colour. They're almost purple this year. Now sometimes those pink tinges are hardly visible. and other times they're almost like a patch of colour and a paler pink. So this varies quite a lot, but yeah, it still looks nice. Still a good nobly type. So the birds out here are going mad. This time of day they tend to go a bit mad on the grounds that they know it's getting dark. See, the camera adjusts, it looks like it looks like full daylight here, but it's not. It is starting to get dark now. And of course they know once it gets dark they can't feed, so they tend to go a bit mad this time of day. So and while we're looking out the window, we've got some daffodils out. Yeah, nice little splash of yellow. Another couple over there, and there's more to come over there in the planted border as well. But they're not actually out yet. They will be soon. So anyway, that's it for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.